First of all, welcome to LA.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Can you just take us through, first of all, Tomer Zarli with Clutch Points. Good to meet you. What can you take us through over the last just 48 to 24 hours? What has it been like for you, just navigating being in LA, but, getting traded to the Clippers?
Yeah. I mean, it's a blessing being here. It was a great time in Cleveland. Started my career off there. Took a leap of faith. Drafted me at fifth over 5 games of college basketball. So they really took a leap of faith for drafting me. So really appreciate them for everything. But last 48 hours been crazy. The trade happened, and I was already here, so it wasn't like that big of a move. So it was pretty easy for me. Just switched hotels, basically. So yeah, that was pretty easy. But getting to the facility, coming to the arena, being around everybody, meet new faces, meet new people, super cool. I feel like the new kid at school, so just trying to get acclimated and get kind of comfortable. Just getting to know everybody. Seeing some of my guys here that I see a lot during the workouts in the summertime, and just being here, just having my time here. So I'm super excited being here, super excited about being with the team. It's a beautiful arena. A new energy, a new crowd. Yeah, I'm super excited.
Darius in the back. I know you have a bit of a pre-existing relationship with Ty Lue, and I'm curious what your interactions have been like. When did they start, and how much are you looking forward to working with him now more formally?
Yeah, it really started like my rookie year at Summer League. I think we went to like a Kevin Hart or somebody's like comedy show. So that's where our relationship really started. And then it just grew over time, just playing against the Clippers or just coming out here in the summertime, just running into him randomly. And yeah, I'm super excited to play for T. Lue though. I know what he did with Kyrie, and that's one of my favorite players that I've watched and try to emulate a little bit. So super excited to see what he has in store for me a little bit. So super excited about that. But I know the relationship is just going to grow over time. It just grew over the last 2 days already. So I just know what a full year or many more after that would be.
And then just curious if you have any impressions, even just as an opponent, of some of your new teammates, whether that's coming up against Kawhi or Ivica Zubats, anyone that stands out that you're looking forward to playing with?
Yeah, of course the Claw. I'm super excited to play with bro. Zubac, John Collins. Super excited to play with Dunn. Chris, that's gonna be my backcourt mate. So I'm super excited about that. It's just how he's just super aggressive, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So I'm super excited about that. Even the young guys, literally everybody. I'm excited about the move, period. So I just can't wait to get back out on the floor with them.
Hi, Darius. Justin Russo Whites. Welcome to Los Angeles.
Appreciate it.
Kind of, what is it about your skill set that you can think that you can help this team with, and what you do on the floor?
A ball handler, just to bring the ball up the floor, like you said. Break a lot of pressure for guys that's going to pressure you up the floor for 94 feet. Get into the offense, play pick and roll with some of our bigs, with Zoo, with Brooke. Throw a couple of lobs to John. And then I'm going to let Kawhi work out. Claude does what he does, so I'm just going to let him work out and do what he do. But just try to make his life and everybody else's life a little bit easier. Try to get a lot of people in some catch-and-shoot opportunities. Try to catch them on a lot of cuts, a lot of lobs, hopefully. And then I just want to be aggressive as well. Look for my shots as well, because I had to open up the floor for everybody else.
Darius, Grant Mona from the Sporting Tribune. Welcome to LA.
Appreciate it.
You played here at Intuit Dome before, but now this being your home, this new arena, what do you think of it, and how do you think the energy is going to be? I know you touched on it briefly, but
yeah, it's super cool. I really mess with the wall. I like the wall a lot. It really distracts a lot of opposing teams, so I'm super excited about that. Just everything, the new energy around just LA, period. It feels like it's a lot of new and upcoming energy in the Intuit Dome, so I'm super excited about that. I'm just trying to bring some swag and a little bit of flair of what DG brings to LA. I don't know what that's going to be, but hopefully it comes full circle for sure, and hopefully we just go out there and win games and just do our thing.
Hey, Darius, Mark Medina with Essentially Sports. Good to see you.
You too.
How's your recovery coming along? What's your overall outlook that the injuries can be behind you?
Yeah, recovery is going good. I'm back on the court, working out, doing all the things I love to do. Just waiting on the green light. So I'm ready to hoop. So whenever I get the green light, we can go forward with it.
Darius, you mentioned Kyrie being one of your favorite players, and Ty said he envisioned using you kind of like Kyrie, a young guard he can mold, he can score on 3 levels. Just what do you like most about Kyrie, first of all? And where do you think you've made the biggest development as a player in the last couple of years, and where do you kind of want to see yourself take that next big jump?
Yeah, I mean, Kai's Kai. I mean, and y'all all seen Kyrie at this prime, and even what he's still doing today. So it's just his mindset, the way he gets it to his shot, his footwork, his handle, of course, his shiftiness, the willingness to get by as a defender with quickness and skill. I think we have some of the same similarities with that. But, I mean, I hope T. Lue used me like he did Kyrie in that championship run that they had. But, yeah, I'm just whatever T. Lue wants me to be in, whatever position he wants me to be in, I'm going to do that. I'm here to win games. So whatever he needs me to do, I'm going to try to put my best foot forward and go out there and try to do it.
Is there congrats?
Appreciate it.
Some bittersweet sweetness to it as well. Like when you got the news, I'm sure it was pretty shocking to you, considering what you've given to that franchise. And also, did you even have any inclination that this was coming?
Yeah, I knew about it. I mean, it wasn't a shock.
How long ago?
I knew about it.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a shock, though. It's the business of basketball. Like I said earlier, Cleveland was great to me and my family, and I have the utmost respect for all those guys over there in that organization. I got a lot of love for everybody over there, but basketball is a business, and that's part of it. 7 years was a really long time, and it was great, and I'm glad I'm here now. It's a new journey, next chapter in my book, see where it's going to take me.
What did your dad say, having played here years ago?
He actually haven't said too much about it, to be honest with you. He's just been trying to let me just get used to LA, get used to the Clippers and the organization. I know we're definitely going to have a talk after this game and dissect some things, and he's going to probably put his 2 cents in. Probably my mom. I haven't really talked to her as much either. So, yeah, I'm gonna get back to you later. I know we be chopping it up soon.
Darius, you mentioned wanting to come here and win games. Usually when a team is trading away a veteran star, a guy like James, they're going in a different direction. But everyone here has made it very clear that they're bringing you in to win as well. Like, how exciting is that for you, knowing that you're not coming into a rebuilding situation, but a situation where they're continuing to want to win games?
Yeah, I'm super excited. I mean, these guys want to win games, so do I. I mean, my last 3 or 4 years, I've been in the playoffs, so I'm trying to keep that streak continuing, especially here. Especially with the new energy and everything just new and brand new here. So I really want to just up the standards a little bit here in the Clippers organization, and everybody else on that bench does too as well. So I'm super excited about that because everybody wants to win, and that's why they brought me here. So looking forward to doing that.
Darius, Gerard Moncure, Fox 11 here in LA. Welcome.
Appreciate it.
The NBA is a tight fraternity. So what I'm asking you is, when you've heard from teammates or competitors when they have been traded, what are some of the fears and the hopes you have after being traded now?
Our job is to win basketball games, so of course that's what we really want to do. Just get acclimated to the city, acclimated to the organization, see where you can fit in with that team, and go put your best foot forward. I mean, we get a lot of money to just go play basketball, put a ball in the hoop. So that's what we plan on doing and winning games by doing that.
Last one.
Darius, Law Murray at The Athletic. Good to see you again, man. You have been in this league. You're a 2-time All-Star, but I'm sure a lot of people are going to get to see you play for the first time. You know, people who come to this building and support this Clippers franchise, all that. What can you tell them about what you feel like they need to know about your game and about who you are as a person, to support you?
Yeah. I guess I'm a silly guy. I like to have fun. I'm kind of cool, relaxed. A lot of people say I'm nonchalant, but I care about basketball. I care about winning games. That's what I've dreamt of doing all my life. So just want to put my best foot forward and go out there and try to do as much as I can for Clippers Nation. I want to go win basketball games. I want to make everybody better around me. Think I'm a really good teammate. Think I'm easy to get along with. And even for the fans, I think I'm pretty easy to get along with. Want to interact with kids, want to interact with fans, make the games exciting, bring some shiftiness, some cool little flares in the game as well. A couple lobs, a lot of threes. Just make the game fun for everybody, fans, teammates, myself, coaches. Make teammates and coaches' life easier as well. And like I said, try to win games for the fans and Clipper Nation.
Ty, with the trade being official, can you just talk a little bit about James's time here under you and kind of everything, and then also Darius now being a part of the team?
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows James was great for us. His ability to make guys better, his ability to play every single night, his ability to score the basketball. And then, just bigger than on the court, he was really a great guy. Like, everybody loved him, the organization, the players, and he was a rock star, and so – no, he was, and so it was great. These 2.5 years are really good, and so I'm just happy for both sides.
He once said –
And then I didn't get a chance to finish, Ramona. He said something about, I'm going to talk about Garland now. Yeah. So, and Garland, knowing when he first came into the league, going to Cleveland and being with Rich Paul and just, had a chance to work him out and just see him as a young player and just see who's matured into today, really can help us. He's different from James, but we can play different, faster pace. More pace, playing him off the ball more. So it's gonna be exciting. So I'm happy for both sides, like I said, and I've known DG for a while, and so having a young point guard, under my tutelage is the first time I think I've really had it since Kyrie, and so it's gonna be fun. I'm ready, Ramona.
James once famously said, I am the system. What do you think he meant by that? Do you see that, having coached him? What does that encompass him?
Means that he is a system, meaning he can make everybody better. A lot of people, coaches, myself, go into it how can I make these guys better, make the team better? He makes everybody better. And so what he meant by the system is, especially it started in Houston, be able to play his own style of game, and it's work, and he played at a high level, to be able to score the basketball, get guys easy three-point shots, make all the bigs he's played with, make them better. And so, like I said, he is a system.
Was he right?
He was right. And he is right, yeah.
Have you spoken to James, and what was that conversation like?
Spoken to him a lot over the last, we talk all the time anyway, but over the last, week or so, and he just said, he wanted to thank me. Like I said, he was an all-star again last year. Allow him to play his style of basketball and let him be free. He said I was one of the best coaches he's played for. And he just loved the whole situation, the front office, the medical, the players, the coaches. And he said we, opened our arms, up to him and allowed him to be himself again. And so he really thanks us for that. And talked to him again today, but I ain't going to tell you about that.
Not even a little?
Man, told me, don't start, man.
Darius, obviously, two-time All-Star, has had a number of great scoring years, assist years. What excites you the most just about having a guy like that, considered, I think, one of the faster guys in the league, too?
Yeah, just his pace, his speed, his ability to play, differently on the floor, be able to come off screens, be able to run pick and roll, and then his pace as well, And so he's a three-level scorer. He can get to the rim, got a great floater and pull-up shot, jump shot, shoot the three, And so just having a younger point guard that I can, kind of teach and mold, and we can learn from each other.
Ty, it's pretty unusual for a huge trade like that to go down and then the teams to meet the next day. How does that feel?
It feels weird. Yeah, it feels weird, but at least DG didn't have to travel, and neither did James, so they're both here, so I guess it's not a big deal.
Coach, you've had Kobe and Jordan, emerge as contributors. Now, how does adding Darius to that change what your pace may have looked like early in the season to what it's going to look like when all those guys are together?
Yeah, we'll see. We got to change some things, so it's going to take a while to try to, get guys up to speed. So just doing some things different offensively, I think that will, fit our team and how we want to play, And so James was just such a huge part of how we played offensively. Now we got to do some things differently.
So I imagine with the run that you guys have been on, it was somewhat disappointing to see James go. But at the same time, does it take some of the sting out of it, knowing that you are getting an all-star player back and this isn't a tear down, but just kind of a pivot?
Yeah, like you said, we was on an incredible run, and what Kawhi and John Collins and James would be able to do, and like I said, Katie, just our whole team, just bringing that mental toughness every single night to try to climb out of the hole has been great. But like I said, adding DG, two-time All-Star, who can play. It's not like, he can actually play, and so I'm excited for that. So we're not, by any means, trying to give away games or do anything like that. Like, we got younger. We got a two-time All-Star who can play basketball, and it worked for both sides.
Coach, I know it's early. You just got him in with Darius. But is there a possibility you could switch out his backcourt partner? Because you talked about before, you like Chris Dunn, you like him handling the ball, taking some of that pressure off James Harden. Are there other guys you might want to see next to Garland at some point?
Yeah, we just got to see how it works out, just see how it fits and who's healthy and who plays well, but who's going to take a little time. But we'll see. That's a good question.
Ty, how have the conversation with Kawhi been as it relates to getting Darius on his team and moving on from James and the outlook for the rest of the season as far as like what you want to do with reimagining your team with Kawhi without James and with Darius?
You want me? I don't know. Can you ask that again?
Have you talked to Kawhi about?
I have talked to Kawhi. You didn't ask me that.
What has Kawhi said about the outlook of his team now that James isn't on it and Darius is?
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday, and first told him congratulations on making the All-Star team, and then he just said like him and James had a good thing going. But he says he's excited about, Darius. We can play different, can play up-tempo, more pace. He can run pick and roll, makes quick decisions in pick and rolls. And it's going to be different. James is a top-notch ISO player, along with Kawhi. So they both, had their share. But Darius is more of a pick and roll player, pace player. And so it's going to be different. And just, he was excited about just being different offensively and how we're going to play.
Ty, on that note, how long do you expect the adjustment period to be with Darius coming off the injury and just getting used to a different style of play?
I really don't know. But as much as we can get him on the floor to try to get him up to speed and things like that, but it's gonna be simplified. We're just gonna try to do some things different with more movement, more actions. But he told me last night he catches on really quick, so we'll see.
Coach, is Derek going to be available tonight?
Yes, sir.
And how have you seen him progress? It seems like he came back a little bit earlier this time from his last MCL.
Yeah, he bounced back quick, and just, started out, the one-on-one, well, first shooting, then the one-on-one, then the 3-on-3, then the 5-on-5. But he's progressed really well. Like I said, our medical staff, led by Maggie Bryant, she's done a great job of just, get him on the floor. DJ's done a great job of rehabbing and getting himself in position to play. And so now he's ready to go. But it's been, we need him. So it was good.
Ty, real quick, do you have a gauge on obviously just got here, but Darius' injury and when he might be able to play for you guys yet?
I'm not sure. We'll know more tonight. They're going to, Maggie is going to evaluate him today, get hands on him, kind of see how he feels, and then go from there.
He's a guy who I think has no weaknesses offensively as a scorer especially. What do you think his kind of ceiling could be, or is there no ceiling on his just ability offensively as a scorer especially?
Yeah, no ceiling, I think, offensively, and just envisioning just, trying to use him kind of like how we used him Kyrie, in Cleveland, the same way, just kind of those sets and plays and giving him freedom to play openly. That's basically how I'm looking at it right now.